legitimate companies out there who are seeking for ambassadors and seeking for people like us to represent their brands. They are there. And when they come, you're gonna know. They're gonna be very transparent. Everything will be transparent. And I also don't believe that for you to represent a company or for you to be a brand ambassador, I don't believe that you should be putting any money. You should be putting money out there. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Alice Walker, and for those of you who knows me, you know the score. I don't need to introduce myself. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Today's video is totally different. Normally I'm sitting out here doing my makeup, doing beauty, some fashion, but today we're gonna have a chat. It's gonna be a chit chat video. It's been something that's been on my mind, or that has been happening to me personally, and also to a couple of people around me. And I feel like the right thing to do is actually sit in front of the camera and actually talk to you guys, people like me who experienced it firsthand, and also the people who were around me who experienced it as well. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Instagram scam. That's what we're talking about. Don't get me wrong, I'm not out here to bash anyone. I'm not out here to bash any company. I'm not out here to be negative about any company. And also, I'm going to let you guys know that it took a lot of thinking and a lot of deliberation for me to even come to this conclusion, to sit in front of this camera to talk to you guys about this issue that's been going around. Like I said, this has happened to me personally. I've been on YouTube here for almost 3 years. And when I first started, for the first 6 months or to a year, the first year, I got approached a lot by brands and by companies approaching me to review their product and also to be a brand ambassador for them. And I didn't know the ins and outs of this business, or whatever you call it. I was very naive. I was newly started. I have nobody, no advice from anybody to speak to get advice on how to approach the situation. So when I was getting all these approaches, I was very excited. I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very excited. I was like, wow, I'm getting approached, I'm getting noticed. That means I'm doing something right. And to be honest with you, the beginning, the companies who approached me, they were very transparent. It was just a straightforward thing. You send an email. They gifted me the product for a review. Very transparent. And that's exactly what I did. They gifted me the product. I did a review for them. And then after that, I got more approaches. I got more companies approaching me to be a brand ambassador. This time round, it was getting a little bit different. The companies were saying, if I get, what I'll do is I'll do some screenshots and I will insert it somewhere in the corner of the screen, somewhere, insert it on the type of messages that I was getting. But I'm not going to put any business, any company name out there, because like I said, I'm not here to bash any company. I'm just here to help people who are in the same situation, who are in the same situation as I am. I got some from jewelry companies, from health companies, from clothes companies, saying that they wanted me to be an ambassador for them or represent their brands, and in return I get like 60% or whichever percentage of discount code that they were going to give me to give to my audience. Anytime they place an order, you're going to get 60% off the item. I will get some commission, and also my first purchase, I have to purchase either get the item free and just pay for postage, or I buy the item maybe half price or at a 80% discount. All they want is just to represent them, get a picture, a review. I thought, I was getting those kind of emails on my Instagram, especially Instagram. I started getting a little bit skeptical, because these companies I haven't heard of. I wish I have somebody that I can talk to find out what to do or where to go. How do I approach this situation? Some of them I thought, you know what, these products I don't really need, so there's no need for me to purchase these products. So some of them I will refuse. But there was one company that, it was a clothes company, like I said, I'm not going to mention any name, that I actually agreed on. I said, yeah, why not? Because they sounded too good to be true. All I had to do was to pay for half of the product. But I actually like the item. I like the clothes. So I thought, why not? I'm going to purchase it. So that's what I did. I purchased it.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Okay.
Most of the time as well, these people use an American address or Europe address. So you will think that these items or these companies are based in either America, UK, or somewhere in Europe. So it was until I actually placed the order and I got the confirmation, then I realized that these items were coming from China, and I thought, ooh, they said in the receipt, the confirmation receipt, that okay, that it was going to take about 35 to 40 weeks for me to receive the clothes. And I thought that was a little bit, I was like, oh, that's a long time. But I thought, you know what, let me give these people the benefit of the doubt, because the lady I spoke with on Instagram sounded like a very nice person. Very nice person, introduced themselves. You know, she was excited that I was going to be an ambassador for them. I was excited that I was going to be an ambassador. My first big company that was asked me to actually be an ambassador with like good incentives. I thought, wow, this is exciting. You know, very naive. Because it was so long, I even forgot that I've placed this order. I forgot. Can you believe it? It was so damn long, you know, like 40 something weeks. Who the hell is gonna remember? Unless you actually put it in your diary, a reminder in your diary to remind you. I paid $40 for postage. They told me the item is free, but the postage was $40. Like I said, I was naive. I did it, and I actually thought the clothing were very nice. I contacted them and I said, oh, whoa, you said 35 to 40 weeks. We're in the 50th week now and I haven't received my item. What is happening? The lady again who approached me said, oh, they are so sorry. You know, they experiencing some high volume of what's it called, orders, so they're gonna send it to me. They're so sorry, they apologize, they send it right now. A week came by and I hadn't heard anything from them to say that whether they've posted the item or not. So I contacted this lady again and I said, well, have you posted the item? Have you or have you not? And this lady again apologized. 2 weeks went by and this time around I was getting panicky. I was like, oh hell no, these people are taking my money, my hard-earned money. They're going to take my, oh no. I just bombarded them with emails and I was DMing them. Finally, she didn't even reply. She stopped replying to my messages. Wow. Yeah, page on Instagram, I went back to look for the page and it kept saying no user found. So the page had been disconnected, or whatever it is that they did to the page. Until this day, I don't know where these people are or where they went. Their website was no longer anywhere to be found. Their Instagram page was no longer anywhere to be found. When I sent them emails, nobody was responding back. At this point, I was thinking, wow, what do I do? Who do I contact? What do I do to get my money back? After speaking to this couple of people and whatever, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. It's just way too much headache for me. On Instagram, again, I started getting approached. These approaches were coming with the same thing. This time around, I kept refusing, and I've been refusing because I'm thinking, who do I trust? These companies, I don't know. And I felt like that was blocking my, I don't know whether it was blocking my blessing. I don't know what was happening because I didn't know who to trust. 2 years later, a company approached me. This one sounded too good to be true. This time it was a jewelry company. The jewelry was like $90 and they asked me to pay $10 just to get, I think to get like maybe 90% discount off. I can't remember. I just said to myself that I'm just gonna take a risk and see if something good is gonna come out of this one. So my first order, I will have to pay that amount, and then after that I'll get commissions and I'll get free goodies and I will represent their brands and I'll get invited to like shows and things like that. And I said, you know what, let me just give these people a chance. I gave them a chance. Again, I purchased. Can you imagine what happened? Can you imagine? They said to me it would take 3 weeks for me to receive the item. This time around, I actually received a post. When I received it, that's when I saw that it was again from a Chinese company, because the name that was written in was in Chinese. I got the package and I was so excited. I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, my chain is finally here. Before I could even open the envelope, I shook it and it felt so light, because the chain is meant to be 3-in-1 chain. It is very, I mean, in the picture it looks absolutely gorgeous, like a beautiful chain. But it just felt like there was nothing in there when I shook it. I came home, put it down. I was doing some work, some rounds. I put it down, and in the evening I opened it, and guess what was in there? A little tiny cheap looking ring that looked like one of those rings that you buy for $2.99 in the pound shops. How can you make a mistake like this? I placed an order for a chain, I get a ring, and it's not just any ring, it's a cheap ring. I contacted them straight away and I said, hang on a minute, I ordered a chain but I got a ring. And I said, why? Where did the mistake say, oh, you know, I'm sorry? It didn't seem like she was even that bothered. It was just like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. What are you going to do about this? Am I getting the order? Was that a mistake somewhere? Am I getting my money back? What is going on? And then she came around and said, oh, we're so sorry about that. We'll ship you the right order, the item that you ordered. We're going to ship it to you. And I said, okay, so how long is it going to take for me to receive it? And she said, not more than 2 weeks. So I said, okay. So I was waiting for some form of like confirmation from the lady to say that, oh, okay, your item has been posted or your item hasn't been posted. I was waiting. I didn't, like 2 days went by. I didn't get any confirmation. So I emailed this lady and I said, have you posted the item? And when am I going to get a confirmation that this item has been posted? She didn't reply. She didn't reply.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Okay.
I'm like, oh, don't tell me again. Don't tell me this thing is going to happen again. This only happened like 3 weeks ago, so this is actually quite fresh. But this time round, I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to keep on emailing, sending messages until either I get my money back or I want the item that I ordered. That's what's going to happen this time round. When that happened, I went round and I was asking people if they've been through that situation. And I found out that a couple of people have been through that sort of situation before. So that's why I took it upon myself to make this video. There are legitimate companies out there seeking for ambassadors and seeking for people like us to represent their brands. They are there. And when they come, you're going to know. They're going to be very transparent. Everything will be transparent. And I also don't believe that for you to represent a company or for you to be a brand ambassador, I don't believe that you should be footing any money. You should be putting money out there. Because at the end of the day, you are representing them. You are going to be reviewing their product. So I believe that it's fair for them to gift you that product. They gift you the product, you review for them, you basically represent them or whatever it is that they're asking you to do. I just wanted to come out here, even if I can just help just one person with my story, with this thing that's been happening on Instagram and the scammers on Instagram. Maybe we're gonna learn. I personally had to learn the hard way. I'm learning the hard way because like I've been scammed. I feel like this is a scam as well, even though it hasn't been resolved yet. I'm getting the same feeling as I got with the first one. So I feel like it's gonna be a second time round, but I know and I believe there's not gonna be a third time round at all. We should be careful of the companies that we approach. Who approaches us? When a company approaches us, we have to make sure that they're very transparent. They put in everything out there. And then I personally don't believe that we should be footing any money. We should be putting any money into any company that we have to represent. We don't need to be putting money out there. If anything, they have to be paying us to be reviewing for them. This has really, really upset me. It has absolutely upset me. Like I said, I'm not out here to bash any company. I'm just here to tell you what I personally have experienced and what a couple of people around me have experienced. And if I can help one person with a story, I'm happy. My job is done. So guys, thank you very much for listening. I know I was just rumbling so much because, to be honest with you, I'm the type of person, I'm a very chilled person, very laid back. I don't get like this. And I also believe in honesty. Honesty is very important. Transparency is very important. Loyalty is very important. Trustworthy is very important. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Come be a part of my family. You know, let's be friends, let's connect. Thank you guys. Bye. Love you guys. Mwah.